you got? Because I got one that I think is kind of interesting. What do you got?
Okay. I got a couple. Well, I'll just use one. So, Woodrow Wilson was mentally and emotionally incapacitated by a massive stroke in October of 1919, and his wife and doctors essentially ran the country until Harding took office in 1921. Some people refer to Edith Wilson as the first female president.
That's okay.
Okay, well, I'll use a different one.
No. I mean, I had no idea. That is kind of. I mean, how long were they, quote unquote, in charge?
About 2 years.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, right.
My historical fact is also presidential in nature. Do you want to hear it?
Do tell.
Let's see. President John Tyler's grandchildren. John Tyler was the 10th president of the United States and was born in 1790. And he still has 2 living grandsons as of 2024.
Oh, wow.
2 living grandsons, not great grandsons, not great great grandsons, grandsons.
So he's born in 1790.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I think this is a little outdated. I think only one still survives. And it's Harrison Rufin Tyler. He's 95. He was born in 1928. I think the story is that President Tyler had his last child at a very old age, and then his son also had children at very old age, and so that's how that works. It's kind of crazy though, still, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math in my head.
Of what?
Doesn't seem to make sense. How that works? That's
he was born in 1790, and then he doesn't have kids until like late 1800.
60?
I know, it's wild. I mean, hey man, don't shoot the
1790. He has kids in 1850 when he's 60, and then that would mean if that's the case, his son would have had to have a kid when he was 68.
Well, his grandson, who's still alive, his dad was born in 1853. And his dad, so Lyon Gardner Tyler, the President Tyler's son, was born in 1853. And then Harrison Rufin Tyler, the one that's still alive, the grandson, was born in 28.
He was 75.
Right. So they were both the president and the president's son were about 60, 70, between 65 and 75 when they had their final child. And so it just adds up. And then this guy, this Harrison Rufin Tyler, that's still alive, he's 95 years old.
Yeah.
So these people just live a long time. I think they're getting some of that Illuminati medicine.
Well, and I'm looking at this. He had 15 children, so he was definitely having them until his late age.
Damn, that guy was. Woo!
One lady? It can't be.
Two
ladies.
Letitia and Julia.
At the same time.
To be specific, President Tyler had a kid when he was 63 years old, and then his son had a kid when he was 78.
Jeez.
I guess,
Crazy.
it's wild times. They didn't do things. They didn't think the same way we do now with our population crisis, right? They're like, let's do it until I'm all dried up and I can't do it anymore. Right?
I've never actually met somebody who's like, I'm not going to have kids because of the climate. I mean, I've seen it in movies.
I've met people like that.
Wait, okay, I'm reading a weird quote, a weird part. It says Tyler and his son Lyon remarried much younger women and fathered children at advanced ages, such that Tyler's daughter Pearl did not die until the 157th year after her father's birth. Like that, they were some old kids at old ages. That's crazy.
Kind of goes against the conventional wisdom that if you have kids when you're older, they're going to have health issues. And I know that's more predominantly for women, but I think it applies to men as well. But they're banging them out at all these old ages and they're living forever.
Seriously. Jeez.
Michael, I have met people that say they're not going to have kids for climate reasons, among other things. Also, life is misery and it's immoral to bring people into this world. And, the antinatalists, again, are they scum of the earth? Maybe. What's your historical fact, Michael? Did you have one?
I didn't know I was supposed to bring one, but I could.
What?
I thought Charles was just going to tell us one.
You don't have
the oldest shipwreck we've ever found is 2,400 years old. It's in the Caspian Sea, Black Sea, one of those seas at the bottom of the ocean where the oxygen levels are so low that it kind of preserved the boat intact. And it's from the Greeks, and they were sailing it to what is current day Romania, and they crashed, and it's just sitting there.
Just sitting there with all that precious treasure, and we're not. And instead of going and finding this treasure, we're talking on a podcast.
I've been dying. Like there's so much sunken treasure out there. Like I really just want. I don't know how to swim, but like if I did,
what did you say?
You
don't know how to swim?
No, but if I did, I'd be so inclined to go out there like spelunking for treasure. There's a massive shipwreck off of the coast of Colombia that has a ton of gold on it, and they're just sitting on it because I think there's a dispute over whose it actually is.
Charles, I have to ask you about swimming. I can't not do this. I can't not do it. I know it's a stereotype that black people can't swim, right? I've met black people that can swim, so I know it's obvious it's not true. You have the capability to swim, but you're an adult and you're an adventurer. You've since we started the show, you've traveled to South America twice, I believe.
I don't venture into water.
Why not? Why don't you learn to swim? I will teach you. I've taught adults how to swim before. Why don't you learn how to swim?
I mean, it's not that I've never tried in life. Like when I was a kid, I tried, it just didn't work. And so I never tried again. And I don't really go into water except maybe up to my ankles or something if I'm in the ocean, but I don't really go to the ocean. It's not my thing. So I don't know.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. I'm not, I hope this doesn't come off. I hope this does not come off as like I'm judging you or something like that. It's an honest curiosity. Like, why not? What if you get a hot date and they want to go swimming?
Yeah.
Then I'll just sit at the edge of the pool. Like I don't. Like, who goes swimming regularly? And when was the last time you both have gone swimming?
Yesterday. Well, that's not true, but last weekend. I have a pool. So.
I also have a pool, and I used to swim competitively. So.
Well, my apartment has a pool. I've lived here 6 years. I've never been in once. I've been around the side for barbecue.
Well, that's fine, man. I encourage you to learn how to swim. It's fun. It's great exercise. And you should do that.
Wait, you were a competitive swimmer?